Yeah. Hi, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Okay, you can see me. Can you hear me? No. Haha, can you hear me now? Okay. Test. Do we have audio? No. Now let's see if this is working. Do we have audio now? Oh no. Oh no. Haha. No, I didn't go anywhere. Okay, speakers on. That should be good.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yay! I always have such a hard time with my stupid headphones. Hi. How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm good. It's super dark. I can't even see you very well.
Yeah, hang on. Let me see if I can fix that.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Will you close the gate? Yay, that works. Awesome. Yay. Let's see. I know Stephanie's going to get on. And let's see who, I'm not sure who else is going to get on. I sent out, did you get an email about it too?
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Unfortunately, my computer crashed, so I had to use my phone.
Of course it did. That's the only way life goes. I tell you, I'm glad I'm not the only one that always has computer technical difficulties.
Been doing this since like February, every month. Boom, 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 and I've been having to take it back.
Is it like viruses or what?
No, it's hard drive problems. It's hardware problems.
So will they replace the whole computer?
They've rebuilt it once with the motherboard and the hard drive.
Wow.
Then I got a bunch of malware garbage, have no idea, and I hate to say it, it was like uploading stuff from Cincy, from my director, who's my daughter, Ashley. And don't know what happened, so it crashed it again.
Oh, dude.
And we had to replace the motherboard and hard drive. It fried it. And I was working, Sunday night, early Monday morning, because I couldn't sleep. I was starting to put things out there on Facebook. And I stopped, and it went into hibernation mode, and my screen never came back, and it was haunted on the power button.
Oh, my gosh.
You try to turn it off, it would stay in hibernation flashing, and then it would go on, off, hibernation, on, off, but the screen would never come back. Took it in yesterday, and thank goodness the hard drive is good.
Oh, wow.
But it's a motherboard problem, battery recall, and gosh knows what else.
Oh, my. A battery recall? Wow. Wow.
I only got the thing back in 2015.
Oh, my gosh. It seems like you got a lemon, and they should just, like, take a hammer to the whole computer and give you a brand new one.
I can't complain. It was a demo open box.
But still, you paid for it. You want it to work.
I paid $300 for it, and I put a 2-year warranty on it to cover everything, so they can keep on rebuilding it as far as I'm concerned. I don't care. It just puts me through 3 weeks without it.
Oh, man.
So now I just have to rip. And the stupid antivirus didn't catch any of it.
Well, at least there's no, I mean, the virus is a good thing, but still, at least.
And I don't know if you have been contacted by Cincy, but
I have, about what?
I got one of their NOR replies about a customer wanting to place an order. Well, she, it's kind of funny, and I knew what it was because I've done Party Light, Tupperware, all that garbage. I knew what it was, but I played along because we found the number, which is a Google voicemail. Another Cincy consultant who doesn't want her name mentioned on a kind of a warning list. And that this person will contact you, harass the you-know-what out of you. Well, I let it go on, but I didn't place her order. You know, she's a pageant person, a Cincy lover, the whole 9 yards, and she'll give you the list. Well, I tried to convert her right over to my website. She doesn't have time for that. Well, on Cliff Note story after she went through Cincy, who sent her to me, she'll tell you certified checks coming, all this other stuff. Well, it's not a certified check. It's a bad one. And then you'll get the wonderful, my mom died here real recently, and my sponsors sent my travel expenses to me.
Oh, no.
$100 and some odd or check, you get over $1,000. There's money.
Oh, man. Yeah, you know what? Those things, anytime that they tell you that they're going to send you a certified check, they are not legit.
So I contacted Sensi since they sent her to me. I knew what it was. I gave her the total. I told her what I was going to do, the whole 9 yards. I played it out to get more information. Well, she sent me her, basically, the person who was setting up her air, plane tickets and like that, which is actually her. Because
man.
I got the no signature required overnight, whatever, first priority mail, and it came from a high school.
Uh-huh.
But the check is from a urology foundation.
Oh,
and
man.
I called them, and they've been having this problem about every other month.
Oh, so are you out money? Did you actually order the
pricey order?
Good.
I told her I wouldn't.
Good.
Hi, Bonnie. I just lost Kelly.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Oh, I still see you.
There you are. You're back.
Okay.
So you might want to pass that around because I'm sure she's going to go from person to person to person to person.
Yeah, they sure do. What was her name?
Well, she comes under Susan Langer1 at Yahoo.
Uh-huh.
I'd have to go back through the saved emails because I'm going to be dealing with St. Pete PD on this.
Uh-huh.
I will send them to you or try to forward them to you so you can see it. But I knew it was a scam, but they needed more information. So I just let it go.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
That's the only thing you can do.
She got a little nasty with me. Oh, did you get the check? And I said, do you read your email? Yes, I got it. And I told you what I was going to do.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm glad that you aren't out any money.
Oh, no. I just, did like I was doing in order to give her a price. But, no big deal.
Yeah.
And she wanted it sent to me. And then she's going to meet me.
There's so many flags there,
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I used to do Party Light and Tupperware. And, so I caught it. It was kind of funny. It's not worth $89 for me.
Oh, no. Not at all. It's not worth $500 because it's fraudulent. It's not good, so.
No, but I'm still holding the check over here. I got to make a copy and send it to the copy of it all to the actual urology company.
Yeah.
I even have the guy who would sign the name, his name on the dotted line on the check.
Wow.
And the bank and everything. You just make up bogus account numbers. So we might want to put it out, to as many as we can. I have 2 different phone numbers for her.
If you'll post it on the Glow's Facebook page, that would be great.
I'll do that, but I did call Sensi, consultant and everything else and warn them if she contacts again, tell her to go take a fly and off a short pier.
Yeah. And sadly, there's bunches and bunches and bunches of them out there.
Oh, yeah, they try. But this poor urology foundation gets hit about every other month, and they can't track it down. And they said, I've got the most information out of her.
Well, good. I'm glad you played along long enough to where they'll actually do something about her. So.
Yeah, Purple Christie, Florida.
And that you're in Florida too, right?
Yeah, I'm in St. Pete. Near Tampa, Orlando type area.
All right. Well, very well. All right. Well, we are going to get started. I don't have a specific agenda for tonight, and I know there's a few others on, but I know Bonnie, I'm not sure if it's showing now that you're muted, but I don't see you. Can anyone else talk? Stephanie, can you talk?
Hi.
Yay!
Oh my God, and I see you! How exciting!
Yeah, I was on my phone last week. I decided to sit at the computer this week.
sucker. I totally am gonna pick on you. I was just telling you that so you would get on.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me on last week.
No, I know. Well, I saw you at first, Pamela, and then it went away, and I don't know what happened. So anyway, and Bonnie, I don't see you, but can you at least say hi, talk?
Can you hear me?
I can. Yeah. Oh, I can see you now. Oh, how are you? Oh my God, it's been so long, huh?
I know, right? It's been a minute, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yay, and look at how big Ariana's gotten. She's a big girl.
Right? Hi.
Hi, princess.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys so much for being on, and this will be recorded, and I'm going to ask, I know, Stephanie, you said that you don't public speak and you're shy, but just pretend like you're talking to us in a small little group, because that's kind of exactly what we are. But, you know, honestly, we get the most from these little chats and these little talks because we get to share ideas, and that we started doing that last week, and it was so beneficial. And I haven't posted that meeting from last week because, to be honest with you, I couldn't figure it out, and then I completely forgot about it. But I figured it out now, so I know, so I'll be able to post this so everybody can see. So I really wanted to talk a lot about just things that I do for my business, and I want you guys to share things that you do for your business. And then, of course, I just want to open it up to Q&A, because if you guys have any questions or anything about anything, I want to make sure you get those answered because last week we got cut off, and I didn't get a chance to answer the Q&As. So first and foremost, I want to make sure, because I know, well, Pamela, you're not super duper new, but you're still kind of new. Bonnie, it's been a while, and I know Stephanie's really new. But are you guys familiar with the Ascent Academy? Yes. Are you using the Ascent Academy?
I haven't.
Okay. I am going to challenge you guys to use the Ascent Academy. That is the best way for you to really get outside of your comfort zone and Scentsy and be successful. It goes right along with where you're at in your business. So, for example, Stephanie, Pamela, I'm not sure. Are you in your 90 day, your 70 days?
Honey,
okay. Are you still 70?
Honey, I joined in September of last year.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't figure you were still in your 70, but Stephanie, you for sure are. But regardless, whether you're in your 70 days or not, so like for Stephanie, it's going to go and it's going to walk you through day by day of things that you should do, little challenges. Now, your challenges are going to be different than my challenges because I've been in the business for 6 years versus, you know, a month or a year that you guys have been in. So, for example, like today, my challenge is, it says partying can be a mystery. If you have a party scheduled today, sell $500 PRV and book 2 parties. If you don't have a party scheduled, do a mystery host party and share the host reward with your customers. And then you either click did it or not for me. But that basically, what that's doing for me is making sure that if I don't have a party booked, that I need to get a party on the books. And if I do have a party booked, to strive to get to that $500. There's even some videos on some of them. I'm hoping maybe I could try to pop one up that has a video. But like yesterday's challenge, it says, don't stop till you drop off 5. And that was drop off 5 catalogs today. Focus on doctor's offices, banks, and hair and nail salons. And so that's awesome because I would have thought, well, I don't know what to do today. Or maybe, you know, sometimes we tend to do things like that don't really produce income, like making samples. Making samples are great, but we have to hand them out. We can't just make them. We have to do something with them. So by these little challenges, it kind of helps me to focus on what I should be doing to bring in income for myself and to also build my team. So to access these challenges, you need to go to the challenge tab on your workstation. And if you haven't already opted in, I believe you still have to opt in. I'm not sure if that has changed or not. I've been opted in for quite some time, and I'm actually in a program called the Summit Approach, and I have so many days. I think it was like I have 186 days left in my Summit Approach, and what that is I have to complete the requirements, and if I do complete the requirements and I do the daily challenges, the end result should be me promoting to a superstar director. And so that's kind of my goal. That's where I'm at. And these challenges help me to stay focused, and they help me to reach my goal. So for you guys, it'll also the same thing, help you to reach your goals, help you to get outside of that comfort zone, and just give you ideas. Sometimes like we just get in a rut of the same things over and over and over. And especially if you're new and just starting out, it's like, well, I'm selling to my friends and family and that's it. And that's not going to really produce you income in the long run. You've got to get out there. You've got to meet new customers. You've got to build a team. It's got to be an all-encompassed business in order for you to be successful. They have spent so many hours on formulating this for us. And it's sad the number of people that do not participate. And I have to be honest that I don't participate every day. I would like to, but it's hard, you know. So I set my own little goals. I try to do at least 3 to 5 days of challenges. Now, 5 days, if I do 5, I'm like, woohoo, celebrating because that's awesome, right? If I do 3, I'm like, I feel okay. I feel accomplished. But that's my goal is at least 3 a week. So is that something you guys think that you could do?
I think I could do that. I just looked at yesterday or today's and tomorrow's, and I can definitely do tomorrow's. That's for sure.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow says tag people on Facebook that have hosted a party or been your best customers this month. Find creative ways to thank your customers to keep them coming back for more. So okay. I think I can definitely do that tomorrow.
And what's today's that you said, I don't know, I could do that one?
Oh, no. I can do it. It's just, I haven't done it yet. It's just Explore the Training Academy, the training workshop.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't even know we have the training center. So this, again, it's just
awesome.
What's awesome? The training center?
Yep, and every Tuesday, especially this coming Tuesday, it's for new consultants. They're doing it for new ones. Even though I'm not new, I'm a certified now. Yes, I promoted.
Woohoo!
I did it last month. Actually, a few months ago, but they recognized it last month. It's awesome. Stephanie, I know you're new. Welcome, by the way. And I know you're working harder than all daylights. I've been kind of floundering on my own since I joined because my director, or my daughter, I'm just going to say it, Ashley, her husband was deployed, and I didn't get informed of all the wonderful things since he, 70 days. So I kind of got stuck floundering because my team is spread all over the place.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? That's why we're starting to connect here on these Zooms and the Facebook page as well, because we don't want you to be left out there all by yourself. We want everybody, we want to help. And that's what we're kind of all here for. So now you know that now this Ascent Academy is here if you didn't already know. And I can promise you guys that people who have followed the Ascent Academy have been very, very successful. I hear success stories all the time about the Ascent Academy. So, try it out and see, again, not every day will be great for you, and some will be hard. Some will be very hard and will force you to get out of your comfort zone, but that's what we have to do to be successful in the business. So, so that's enough. I don't want to keep pounding on the Ascent Academy. I want to talk more about things that we do for our everyday business. So let's talk about basket parties to start off with. Basket parties are my favorite thing because we're all busy. I love home parties. It gets me out of the house, but let's be honest that I cannot do a ton of home parties. I try to do at least 2 a month. If I can get to do more, I'm excited, and that's wonderful, but my schedule just doesn't really allow for it. And so the great thing is I have my basket parties to supplement the in-betweens. There's several ways that I do my basket parties, and I'm going to show you a few. I don't have any more baskets out, because all my baskets are out, but I get the 31 thermal bags. You know what? I have one here that doesn't have basket. Hold on. Okay, so these little thermal bags, I love them. I get them at 31. You can get them, you don't have to get them from 31, but you can get them at Walmart or whatever. But I like them because they are thermal, and we live in El Paso, and it's like 100 degrees here always. So
Yeah.
it's great to be able to put some the ice packs and stuff in here. But as you see, they're all thermal. This is full of, I have no idea what, business cards or something. But what I normally do with these is I put all the testers in here. Now, sometimes, I'll be honest with you, sometimes I'm real good and I separate out the fragrances, like the new releases and the spring, summers and this and that. And sometimes I just throw them all in there and go from there. And I've noticed that when I just throw them all in there and go from there, that people order a more variety of scents. If I put them in categories, I see that people are just ordering the new releases or just ordering the spring, summer. So I think it forces them to smell all of them when I just jumble them all up. So my lack of motivation and laziness sometimes might pay off with that. And then in the front here, it has these, and the 31 bags, it has a little pocket. So what I do here is I put my catalogs, I put order forms. I have a little hostess packet that just talks about a little bit about Scentsy, about each of the products, because my job is to coach my hostess. She is my consultant for the week or for a week and a half or however long I lend her this bag. She's my employee. She's working for me. So the more she knows, the better off the party is going to be. So I try to inform her of everything. And then I have a little question and answer about who to write the checks to, when will the product arrive, how to join if they're interested in joining. And then something else that I do with all of my basket parties, because this is kind of my bread and butter for the most part outside of my home parties, but I need to be able to get in touch with these people that are doing basket parties. And I've noticed before I started doing what I'm going to tell you about next, is I would just get the order forms back and it would just say Pam, and it would have her order, or Stephanie, and I'd have her order, right? And I have no idea who Pam is, and I have no idea how to get a hold of Pam, and that's it, right? So now I started doing the entry forms. You can get these in the store. I think they came with your kit even. These are great, and I tell them, even if they don't purchase Scentsy from me or through the basket party, if they fill one of these out completely, then they're entered into the drawing. And did you hear what I said? Completely. Because, again, I don't want Pam and a phone number. I want Pam Wood, I want your phone number, I want your address, I want your email address, and I want you to check if you're interested in booking a party or hosting a basket party, or if you're interested in a fundraiser or extra income. So it has to be filled out completely, or I take your order form out. I take this drawing form out and I do not include it in the drawing. And I tell my hostesses that. I've even gone a step further and highlighted each of these, because for some reason, if you highlight them, it's appealing to the eye and people will actually do it. So that's what I do that's my typical basket party. I have a few that I do that are just smaller, simpler, like for my repeat hostesses. I have this one hostess and she does a party every 3 months without fail. And so this is what she gets. And I have a lot of those. But basically, I got this like at Walmart, and it's like a shower bag, and it's got several little compartments. But see, basically, it just has the scents on the bottom. It doesn't have all the fragrances. It's kind of like what I have left over from other baskets, or that's incomplete. I have all the new releases that I got from my the transition kit. So on some of them, if I have too many baskets out, I order extra transitions, and I will just put the transition scents in here, because that's better than nothing. At least they're smelling the new and coming scents. And then, of course, I put in here like catalogs, and then this is my little about, my hostess thing about hosting a party. And then behind there's catalogs. And this is super cute because it's, everything just fell out. Anyway, but it's super cute because it just folds up into a nice little thing. They carry it like this underneath their arm. It's easy for them to take everywhere. They can throw it in their purse. What we want to do is make it the most convenient for them, so that they will take it actually with them when they go to their kids' sporting events, or whatever the case may be. Now, the last one that I do, and this is just an empty box because mine is out right now, but the last thing, I got dark all of a sudden. Then there was light. Okay, is I get this. This is like a crafting bag that I got like at Michael's. I'm not sure if you guys can see the whole thing. But inside it has little compartments and this and that. Like I said, this one's empty, but this is awesome. This is the kind of basket that I use for my newbies that have not heard of Scentsy or have never done a party with me. I kind of want them to have a little bit of everything. So I put samples of like all the new stuff, like the laundry and the Scentsy Fresh and the counter cleans. I sometimes I'll always include some kind of a warmer, like a full-size warmer with a scent. So that way if they're going to their office, they can plug it in and put the scent in so people will come and ask them about it. Of course, I include all the testers. In the side pocket here, I put like my catalogs and all that kind of stuff. I put business cards. I hang a little scent pack or car bar or something that kind of just catches people's attention. But that's my basket for people who are like newbies. So what do you guys do? Share with me about your basket parties, your parties on the go.
Well, my problem is I have problem booking parties, but I can get individual orders at the drop of a hat. I walk into a place, I talk to people, and the next thing I know, I'm getting individual orders.
And have you ever stopped and said, like you walk into a place like an office, right? And have you ever just talked to the hostess, the secretary, the receptionist, and just say, you know what, I'm Pam with Scentsy, and I would love to share the scents with you. And if you would be interested in it, you can do a little basket party. You can take it to your friends. You can share it with your coworkers, and you can get the host rewards. You've done that, and no luck?
Yeah, no luck. I'm a big brand person, so I have the big purple button and the shirts, and I've even done my own little thing, so just to make a mask. And everywhere I go. And it just seems to be the individual orders that, for me, I've done a few home parties, my launch party, and a couple of others, but getting bookings out of them aren't working very well, but it's the individuals every time. That's what got me to where I am right now. And I know, I've kind of done surveys over different things to see what maybe I'm doing something wrong. Presentational wise, and it's not that.
Maybe it's the people that you're talking to. So maybe try it different. You talk to everybody. I
mean, I ran into a lady, the only time she could get her Scentsy was when, what am I trying to say? Like a show came through town and somebody was in it. She didn't have a particular consultant. And that was at one of my doctor's offices. And there I was looking like a fool, per se. She was laughing at me. Oh, my God. And there she is. And I'm constantly in contact with
her. She would be the perfect person to talk to about joining.
Yeah, well, I tried, and I'm still pushing.
And that's the thing. Sometimes we're planting seeds, and they don't say yes right away. We just have to continue to follow up, and we have to be there. There's a difference between following up and being pushy. Now, you don't want to be the pushy type, but you want to follow up enough, but yet give them the space. I never want to be that person that's like, oh, my God, here comes Kelly. What is she selling me now?
No, but her catalog, and like one of the scents we have, what is it? Southern Evening, I think it is.
I love that.
Cinnamon smell to it.
Yep.
She loves cinnamon. I sent her a brick, not a full brick, but a little piece of it, and told her, I know you love cinnamon, Melanie, so try this.
Yeah. And did she love it?
Well, I got to get back to her this weekend. She's hard to reach. Trust me.
Yeah. So, I'm sure. I'm sure.
She works long hours. You don't call her after 8. You don't call her before 7. And it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like a window of 30, 45 minutes.
Like I called you at 12:01 and you didn't answer. Now I know your window ends at 12:02.
Exactly. So don't call her before 11. It's like, and pray you get it.
Well, my best advice to you is to not give up, to just continue on. I mean, at least you're getting the individual orders, and just continue to ask. Something else I do that might help you, let me go grab it. Hold on, I should have thought about that. Just a second.
I just want to interrupt real quick while Kelly runs away. Have you tried taking the individual orders and making like a mystery hostess party?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Realize it's worth it.
I've even tried the fact of here's my calendar and there's stars on it, and if you book at one of these dates, you might find something underneath it.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
Along with the door prizes, even if they're individuals, and I can get them to try and, book there. I mean, I've even done the advertisement for this much, I'll smush an egg on my head. One of your things, Stephanie.
Sometimes it's the area that people just don't book parties or don't,
Okay, when you're standing at a racetrack looking like a billboard for Cincy, come on, everybody's going to ask.
Mm-hmm. Okay, finally, sorry, I thought it was somewhere. So this is what I started doing now. I know you don't have a hostess, but you could put something like this. I made these little postcards, and you could put something like this on all the orders. Had you been the hostess, you would have received X amount of dollars. So this one says, it says, thank you for your order. This bag belongs to, and it has the name of who the order is for, and it says, you helped your host earn blank amount, blank half price items and blank in free product, and they saved blank. And then it says, ready to earn your own free products, call me to book your party today, and it has my information. So what you might want to try to do, Pam, is put all this, but say, had you been the host, you would have earned 3 items at half price and $75 in free product, and you would have saved X amount of dollars.
Where do you get those?
I actually made these, and I printed them on Vistaprint. So you can do that. Sometimes Vistaprint is really great when they have a sale. And I got a bunch of postcards when they had a sale. If not, I just go to Walgreens and I just print them on like photo paper. But I can post a copy, so you can I just did this in a simple like photo editor thing. So yeah. I can post a copy so that way you guys can change it up however you want. At least you can see. But that might be a good idea, because sometimes people are like, they just don't understand. Like, okay, I'm gonna book a party, but if they see, oh my gosh, I could have gotten $75 in free product, that's amazing, So maybe the visual of them actually seeing the dollar amount, that might work. And I like Stephanie's idea about doing a mystery hostess as well.
And I know they also suggested in the training center last week about the emergency boxes.
About what?
Take the empty Cincy boxes if you do actually have a party.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and stack them.
And stack them. And like for a 250 or a 500 or going up. And this is what the host is going to get. Yeah,
because again, $75, okay, that might be over their head. But if they see they can get 2 warmers and 6 bars and, the actual product that they get, that is, it's all visual. People are very visual.
They brought that up.
Yes, very good. Anyone else want to share what they do with their basket parties to either generate more or what they include in their basket parties?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
There we go. Stephanie. Bonnie.
I haven't done a basket party yet. The first time I had a party, I say a party, right after I got my kit, I went to a friend's house just to get an order from her. She said she wanted to be supportive. Well, she and her mom happened to get a diffuser. And I said, well, if you guys get this much more, I'll do it as your own party. And she kind of hemmed and hawed about it and went, no, I'll let you do it. And when she finally hit that 200 mark, I'm like, look, honey, this is what you can get. And she said as soon as the Bring Back My Bar comes back, she's going to do a Facebook party.
Okay, good.
Good.
Facebook parties and me do not get along. So you're going to have to tell me all about your Facebook party and how it went, because the few that I have done have not been successful. And I wish Debbie Sykes was on the call, because she's also done several that have not been successful for her, and she's doing one right now that's really successful. So maybe it's just again, the type of people you're inviting, or I don't know what, but somehow, some way, she's doing a really good one right now. So I guess that makes me realize that I shouldn't give up on them and I should try again.
I did find a group on Facebook that that's what it's dedicated to, is like Scentsy Facebook parties, and they have fantastic outlines about what to post and when and how to get people involved.
You can even schedule those posts. Did you know that?
Yes, that's what I did with the first one. It was a lifesaver.
Yeah, I know.
I've training on it.
Do what?
They have training on it in the training center as well.
Did they? That's awesome.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I've followed the scripts. I've done it. I've done what they've said to invite the people, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's just my people, my contacts. We just don't do I'm not a big Facebook person much anyway. So maybe that's why, because maybe my friends are not also a big Facebook. So I'm not sure, but I'm going to definitely try it again. So Steph, you'll have to let us know how that goes.
It works for Instagram too, Kelly.
See, okay. Explain to me the situation, Beth. Do you do the same Facebook or Instagram party?
I haven't done an Instagram yet. I am going to try a Facebook now that I've kind of learned how. I'm going to study Instagram party. Basically the same idea, yeah.
So how do you invite the people to that event?
I pull everybody from my contacts from Facebook, from Google, all like that, and they're all there.
But do you set up a specific event like you do on Facebook?
That's what I'm understanding, yes.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, as soon as I finish learning it all, I will be more than happy to Twitter and put it in.
Well, and let me tell you, Orville and Heidi, Heidi didn't get a chance to go because she had a sick kid at home, but Orville went to the DSWA or whatever, the direct selling awards the other day, and they came in 43rd place in the world. And he came back and he was talking about Snapchat. And again, he doesn't get Snapchat at all. His kids have Snapchat and his kids have Instagram, but his kids don't do Facebook. So apparently for those of us, me primarily, that need to move on past Facebook, I finally feel like I got the hang of Facebook, and now I think people are moving past Facebook and going to Instagram and Snapchat. But he was saying that Snapchat has been amazing for other direct line businesses, and how, I don't get it. I'm assuming you would Snapchat pictures of products. I don't. Again, I have such a mental block, you guys, when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm the type that, hey, let's go to a party, let's meet, let's have some wine, and be done. I don't. This whole social media for me is killer.
Well, remember, my computer keeps crashing because of it.
Yeah, that's quite the problem too. You gotta have a post. Oh.
Wasn't there one posted on our page, on the Glows page, or the Snapchat one?
What about Snapchat one?
Wasn't there one posted on our Glows page? Somebody did a Snapchat.
Just
posted it.
Somebody did like a flipogram. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
where they
flipogram one.
That was Stephanie, wasn't that you, Steph?
That was me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a flipogram where you just put different pictures, and I loved the song. That was good. That was like so perfect for that. But yeah, that's a good idea too, is that flipogram, so that you share just the opening of the box and then seeing the warmer and the scents and all that stuff. So I guess you could do the same thing for Snapchat, you think, Stephanie?
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with Snapchat at all.
All I know is my oldest daughter have Snapchat because I heard so many bad things about it. And so then I just became like, we're not doing Snapchat in this family. And now I'm feeling like, well, maybe I need to do Snapchat. So I actually downloaded the app. That's about as far as I got. Bonnie, do you do Snapchat?
You know what, Kelly? I used to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I couldn't get the hang of Snapchat.
Do your kids do it?
They used to, but
not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
We need to enlist children of the world to help us with this stuff.
Yes, we do.
Tell your daughter and your son to help us out and then we'll pay them a good sum or take them out to dinner to help us figure out the Snapchat of the world.
Right?
Yeah.
Diana already said, I'll do that.
It's going to be our market research girl. There you go. All right. Okay, so I see that. So let's move on. Beautiful. Before we run out of time, to samples. So I want to talk to you about samples. With all these new products that we have, it's imperative that we're doing samples of everything. I have found there's a website called AliExpress, and they're awesome. They have all kinds of little little sample things to put on, and they're super dirt cheap. And you can find stuff like everything. So these are little like actual like sprays. So in here I actually have room sprays, but you could also do, because they kind of spritz. So like, I'm sure you can't see, right? Technology is great, but not that great. So you can't actually see what that's doing. It's a mist, right? But it also works good. And I just put that on my hand like a lotion, like an idiot. But they also, those would be good too. I know it mists, but it's good for the little counter cleaners. They have some that don't mist so much. They're good. People are the type that they need to try before they buy. And once they try it, they're going to love it. The laundry products, I had the hardest time selling the laundry products. And then I started sampling it, and I have people calling me all the time for laundry stuff because they really have fallen in love with it. But they had to try it because they're so tied and downy, and they just don't move past that. So I can't stress enough how important it is to do samples of everything. So check out that website. I do, of course, wax samples. I think it's pretty simple, but maybe if other people don't think it's so simple, I just go to like Michael's and I get candy molds. And I'm not foo-foo-y at all, guys. I mean, it's simple and it's the way it is. So I do little cones, and I also do little squares, and this is how fancy I get, because that's what you get with me. Now, since he does have these little molds that they sell in the store, one word of advice is that do not fill the mold up, because it takes a ton of wax. So what I do when I use these is I just fill it just enough to cover the whole thing, and then I'm done. I don't fill it all the way up. But these are cute. In El Paso, they melt. So again, I just go for the squares or the circles, because they'll eventually turn into squares here. It doesn't matter. For me, the cutesy, it is cute. But for me, it's all about, I have to just do what I got to do in the time that I have. So the cute factor goes out the window. But I at least get the samples done. So I put the little samples, and then I put them in a little jewelry bag. I buy these at Walmart for $1. This is the pack of 100 for $1. So I buy 2 different kinds. This one is big enough just to put the wax sample in, and then I staple my business card on top of it. I also, in the winter, I'll get the little bigger ones, and I'll put my business card inside, and then I'll put the wax sample. But in the summer, it melts, so it's kind of pointless to do that. And then, Stephanie, you had a really great idea about the QR codes. Do you want to share that in case anybody didn't see it on the page?
There is a website you can go to where you can create it's called a QR code. It reads similar to a UPC code. It's on pretty much every product in the universe. But what it does is, instead of bringing up the product information, it can send you to a website. So with everybody becoming more dependent on computers and stuff like that, my thought was, if you take that like wax sample and you turn the link to your website where they can purchase the bar and put that on the back of the sample,
right?
Instead of trying to search your website for it, type it in, all they'd have to do is scan the code with their phone, and it automatically brings them right to the website.
Yeah, I like that. Because you're labeling it anyway. This is coconut lemongrass. Now you have the QR code that takes it right to the coconut lemongrass on your website, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I really like
that QR code.
What was that?
Did they charge for that QR code?
No, that's a free website. I did put the link on the group.
Okay.
Yeah, it's free.
I think it's got a great big purple.
Yeah, I saw it.
You can also just type in free QR code. Then you can. There's several sites you can go to that'll generate a free code for you.
Okay.
So no, I really like that idea. Any other ideas on sampling?
Well, like the washer whisks, Walmart, and like what you would get your cocktail sauce, the little plastic things. You can buy those at Walmart and put a little bit in there too. Okay,
you can buy your cocktail sauce. Do you have one that you
sauce? Oh yeah, I have to run to the other room. Like, like little plastic. They have they're about this big and they're plastic and they have a lid on them.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Just a little bit in there and give that away too. And you can buy those at Walmart. I've got in St. Pete. I've gotten like 500 of them for $3. Lids.
That's super cheap. That's a good idea. You know what I do for the laundry, the laundry liquid is I go to the dollar store, because that dollar store is my favorite thing to do ever. I go to the dollar store and buy the bubbles, because my kids love bubbles anyway. And they're like in little, I'll see if I have some around here. They're like in these little bubble containers, and I dump the bubbles out into a jar that we already have for bubbles. And then I put the laundry liquid in those, and it gives 5 squirts, so it's enough for 1 load of laundry. It's perfect. And then I do my washer whisks. I do in these little baggies.
You can do in those too.
Yeah, and then I make a cute little saying that I love to sample the laundry, and I love to tell people that I'm wanting their opinion. Like, they're my surveyors, they're my product testers, because then it gives me a reason to follow up with them and say, hey, you know what? I just wanted to see what your thoughts were on the laundry. And 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh my gosh, I love it, and they want to buy some, or they want more. I have this one girl, she is hooked. I gave her a couple of samples of each because she couldn't decide which fragrance she wanted. So I gave her a few, I gave her 2 or 3 different choices, and she buys some from me like every other week. She's one of my really best customers for the laundry product, and it all just went because she sampled it. And so I think that's a good idea. Another thing too, guys, talking about baskets and sampling all at the same time is, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Do a basket of just the product, do just a laundry basket and let them sample. Let them do their laundry for a week with the laundry sample stuff that you have, and let them share it with their friends. And the same thing goes with like the counter clean. For those of you that don't know, we're a huge hockey family. My son's a big hockey buff. My daughter is a figure skater. But I'm sure, just like any other sports bag, my son's hockey equipment smells horrid. I mean, the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life. And it's wet from the ice and sweaty and just disgusting. And nothing worked, nothing, until Scentsy Fresh came about. And I sell more Scentsy Fresh than I have ever sold any other product from Scentsy, because we are a hockey family, and that's all we do is we live at the hockey rink. And all the hockey moms, they dig it. So again, it's all because they sampled it. And I literally just had the bottle there one night that one of the moms said, I left light bulbs. I didn't go to practice one day and she needed light bulbs. So I left it in my son's bag. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll go get it in this bag. She wasn't really thrilled. And she went and she texted me and she was like, oh my God, what do you do to his bag? It actually smelled good. And it all started from there. So then I just brought the little spray, and I was spraying them in all the bags, and all the moms are automatically selling them. So sampling. Any other ideas on sampling or anything else that you guys want to share? I'm going to open it up because we got maybe about like 10 minutes of Q&A or anything that you guys want to share.
Something I have done with my individuals, because we just have the standard scents, is I've actually done some mixed scents.
Oh, that's a good idea too. And do you name them, like different fun names, or you just give them mixed?
I try to, but I also tell them what they're combined with.
Yeah, of course.
Wacky names, trust me.
Or you know what you could do is you could have a little contest and say, you name them. And my favorite name, or we'll have a little contest, and whoever has the best name wins. That would be fun to do.
Yeah, I could, but yeah. Some of my former jobs, I come out there with some. I actually gave a Cincy pack away to a tow truck driver the other day because his truck stank.
Yep, I believe it. I think that's a good idea. And yeah, customer for life.
What is that, and where can I get more?
Yeah. And now all his trucker friends are going to want more too.
Yeah, we're trying to work out a deal because it's a fleet of 275 trucks.
Wow, very nice. See? And it all goes because you gave something away. Sometimes you have to think outside of the box, you know?
I got the UPS guy hooks.
That's good. That's awesome.
The idea is, you know, they're always talking and training, and I don't know if Stephanie's done the training yet, is they talk about mixing and posting it and everything else. That I know works for a fact.
That's a good idea. I should probably try that too.
With the Cincy Fresh is we were a big fan of something called Odor Out.
Yeah.
Okay, until Cincy Fresh. I've actually done the comparison with that.
Really?
I've given them enough Odor Out to use, and then I have given them enough Cincy Fresh. And I've told them to do both. And see what
and they like the Cincy Fresh.
Well, I've gotten my pros and I've gotten my cons.
Really?
So, yes, I have, but it's also depending on who it is or what location it is.
Yeah, and everybody has their different preferences, and that's, you know, that's kind of like the diffusers versus the Scentsy warmers. It's just a matter of how do you like your scent diffused. And it's kind of the same thing like that as well. So
right now I have a auction going at a veterinarian's office for a old warmer.
Nice. That's a good idea too. A little auction. See, and these people should be booking parties with you. Just keep trying. Don't give up. Just keep trying. You'll see. I was going to ask you guys, what is something that you guys do on a daily basis for your Scentsy business? I want to hear from all of you, please.
Well, right now I can't do much without a computer.
Yes, you can. You have a phone. You can talk to people. You can call people. You can text people. There's lots of things you can do without a computer. I think we become dependent on
my phone, and I get ideas from you guys or steal them and put them on Facebook.
Yeah.
That Joe.
I think we become very reliant on social media that we've lost the aspect of actually getting out and speaking to people. I have found lately that when I start to text my customers, because I don't mind calling people. I love to talk to people, but I don't ever want to bother them. So I feel like a text is a nice way to kind of start it. And if they want to talk, then we can talk. But by texting my customers, I text them the warmer of the month and all, you know, asking them, do you want to book a coloring party? And I have a lot of people that are excited about booking coloring parties. I have one this weekend that I'm stressing because her warmers aren't here, but nonetheless, it work. But what are some things, Stephanie, that you do right now for your business every day, or at least, you know, on the days you work, Scentsy?
I've started to carry the bag that you had mentioned that has, I've got the scent of the month, I've got my catalogs, the warmers, the flyers. I've actually, hopefully tomorrow, got a Scentsy sweatshirt coming that I'm going to wear. I'm not at work. I don't know if they'll let me wear it at work or not, but to the grocery store or to the gymnastics class or something like that.
Yeah. It's a conversation starter. That's excellent. Good job.
Thank you.
On your purse.
Do what now?
That big button works on your purse.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Wear it on your purse. Put it on your child. That's what I do. She likes to wear anything.
I have a question because I joined at last year for the end of summer or spring, summer, fall, winter. So I got both of them.
Right.
For advertising, I know we don't always want to give our current catalogs out. Okay. especially if we're like doing just canvassing an area.
Yeah.
Is it, what's the keyword I'm looking for here? Is it okay to put out past warmer flyers, old catalogs with our names and things like that, just to grab their attention?
Yeah, you could, absolutely. There's a cute saying, I'll find it and bump it up or repost it, but there's a cute saying like, this is an expired catalog, contact me for a current one or something like that, but at least, it gets your name out there. I went to the Sun City Fair, I think is what it's called, last week, and there was an Avon table, and I don't have an Avon lady anymore, and I like to buy some of the stuff, and so I was excited because I said, oh, I would love to have a catalog, and so she gave me this whole packet. I was kind of bummed. This is just me, but I was kind of bummed because everything was expired, and it says, this is an expired catalog if you want a new one. And it's like, well, crap, I asked you for a new one. But in those instances where people actually want to see a real catalog, I wouldn't give out an old one. But if you're just canvassing an area, then by all means. But something else that I've done, and I don't know if you've seen these, but I do and I have them all in my purse, I don't have any here, are the product lists. They're a pack of the 50. They come like 3 packs of 50. I hand those out like everywhere. So when I go out to eat, I hand them out. Those are just like my everyday things, and they're super cheap. And I staple my card and a sample on there.
You can make your own copies of them if you have a printer.
Yeah, exactly. So and that's what I give out. But if you have old materials, by all means, it's better than throwing it away.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was an acceptable thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. But just put something on there that it's, a retired catalog or something.
Like last month's flyer, I know that is still available. Mm-hmm. If you understand what I'm saying. And that's it's still available. So it's not, that offer is expired. You would put that on there, but that warmer and scent would still be available.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's better than throwing it away. Like I said, it doesn't much better. So, any other questions? We're winding down the hour. So do you guys have any other questions before we call it a night or comments?
Yeah, send me parties.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to be on, and I look forward to doing this often. I'm trying to make it work every other week would be nice, just to, get a variety of people on here and get different ideas and such. So thank you guys, and it was good talking to you guys, and we will chat with you later.
Nice seeing everybody, and thank you for listening.
Okay, bye. Bye-bye.